हेलो दोस्तों, तो मैं हूँ आपका दोस्तों का भाई नवीन। तो आगे हम नया वीडियो लेकर जिसका टॉपिक है द साउंड ऑफ म्यूजिक। हम लोग सेकेंड चैप्टर में है। इन द पार्ट 1 वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट दिस चैप्टर एंड द बुक नेम इज Beehive, class 9th. So let's start the video, guys. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. एल्विन जेनली जो है वो साउंड को सुनती हैं बिना उसको सुने हुए। समझिए, rush hour crowds jostle for a position on the underground train platform. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibration of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager from fresh Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. समझिए, Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 9-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard. Sage. इस बात Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from the friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated, and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. Specialist के पास जाए. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. वहाँ पे देखेगा गज कि वहाँ पे डिस्कवर किया गया कि hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. In the third stanza I reached, but Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Harvey spotted her potential. He began by turning into large drum of two different notes. Not listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way, says Evelyn. Suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum from the west up and lower one from the west down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of the body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. She never looked back from that point onwards. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. जब वो 16 साल की थी, जब वो 16 साल की थी, तो अपने समझ लिया था, अपने आप को डिसाइड कर लिया था कि वो अपना लाइफ म्यूजिक को देगी, म्यूजिक करेगी. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history. उसने ऑडिशन दिया रॉयल अकेडमी ऑफ म्यूजिक में, सबसे ज़्यादा स्कोर हाईएस्ट किया उसने इन द हिस्ट्री में ऑफ द अकेडमी. She gradually moved from the orchestral work to solo performance. At the end of her 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. बेहतरीन. उनके कोर्स के ख़त्म होने के साथ अंत तक उसने तीन अवार्ड्स जीते. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. And she got the right to the top of the world's most out after the multi instruments and acting international executive. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function to so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2 hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with wheezy beards give me trouble. She laughed. She laughed it. Not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. She says, but that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master music Japanese. So, as for music, she explains it pours into the throat, every part of the body, it tingles in the skin and its cheekbones, and even in my hair. When she plays a xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into the fingerprints. By learning against the drums, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration was passed through her bare feet and of her legs. Not surprisingly, evenly Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious Soloist of the Year award, says master percussionist James Blade. God may have taken her earring, but he was given her back something extraordinary. What we hear she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. I have just got to the work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous apart from the regular concerts. Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. She gives high priority to classes for young musicians. And Richling of the Beethoven, fond of deaf children, says she is a shining inspiration of deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has brought percussions to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she was given enormous pleasure to millions. समझिए. तो क्वेश्चन देखते हैं गाइस थोड़ा सा. The first one is answer this question in a few words or a couple of sentences each. How old was Elvin when she went to the Royal Academy of Music? That was 16. समझ गया. When was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? Answer each of the question in a short paragraph. Who helped her to continue with music? समझ गया. What did he do and say? Name the various places and colleges about which Evelyn performs. Answer the question in 2 or 3 paragraphs. How does Evelyn hear music? By